Hello friends, my name is Poonam Lade and today I am going to start a topic on Porter's 5 forces model. This topic is always be helpful for the existing entrepreneurs, new entering entrepreneurs to understand what is the 5 forces model will go through. It is a method of analyzing operating environment or a competition of a business. It makes industrial organization economists to derive 5 forces that determines a competitive intensity and attractiveness of an industry in terms of its profitability. It helps a new entrepreneur to get a knowledge of the competition market or the market business, or also makes it helpful for how to survive in the market, to make a economy from the market, and what will be the profitability challenges will be overcome through the uh, to the organization or to the company, and how to make their company more profitable. All these things will be covered in this model. These are the 5 forces model. Threats of new entrants. If new entrepreneurs is entering into the market, the existing is always getting a threat of that new entrepreneur. Threats of substitute. The new substitute is going into the enter in the market, is always a threat. Bargaining power of buyers. The power of buyers is also a threat, whereas a power of suppliers, bargaining the power of suppliers. Rivalry among existing competitors. Already the existing competitors who have grasped all over the market, so there is also a big challenge to stand against their product. Buyer power. Buyer power is means what is high. Buyer power is always high when the buyers have many choices, and there is low when the choices are very few. In this case, the buyer, if the choices is many, then the buyers are many more, but the product is low, product or the choices is very few. So the buyer power is always a threat for the 5 model, like a buyer price sensitivity, buyer concentration to the firm, buyer concentration ratio, buyer switching cost. This is are the buyer power. Supplier power is always the opposite of buyer power. High when the buyers have few choices, and low when the supplier has very so many choices. In this case, when the high when the buyers have few choices, and low when the buyers have low choices, few choices. In this diagram, as per given, the number of suppliers relative to buyers, whereas the its forwards to dependence on a supplier's sale on a particular buyer, switching cost, availability of a supplier for immediate purchase. These are the things which available. Threats of substitute products and services. If the already our product is already existing in the market, and it is if any substitute product is going to enter into the market, then there is always a threat for our product and services. So when the it is always high when there are many alternatives for the buyers, and low when there are few alternatives for the buyer. So switching the cost is always reduce this threat. So switching cost makes buyers reluctant to switch to another product or another service. They always think of the buyers to make a switching cost, so they can make the products available to the consumers. Threat of new entrants is always high when it is easy for competitors to enter into the market, and low when there is a barriers to entrance of the to get entry to the new entrepreneurs. So entry or barrier is like a product or service feature that consumers have come to accept, and that must be offered by any entering organization. For example, like banking, ATM, online bill pay, etc. is already existing, but by coming new to the market, there is always a barrier to new product or new things to be accepted in the organization. Rivalry amongst existing competitors. is high when competition is fierce and low when competition is more complacent. Already if the existing market is there, then it is very high to get compete in the market, or very low to get profitability in the market to our business. Generally trend is towards more competition in almost all industries. It has certainly intensified competition in all sectors of business. What are the advantages of 5 porter model is? It helps to estimate the competition in the industry. It showcases where the strength and threats exist, identify which entity is holding the power, display opportunities to expand the business, assist to understand the corporate risk. By these things, we can understand whatever the risk, whatever the threats, and whatever the strengths of our company, and how to make overcome through the threats, how to grow our strength, how to make expand the business. All this comes into the 5 porter model advantages, whereas the disadvantages of 5 porter model, porter's 5 force model is limitation of the composition, unavailability of quantitative dimensions. It can be used as a starting point of analysis. So it is always used in large companies, because large companies is getting a threat of entering new market, or of entering or rivalry threats always is going to happen in the large companies. But by this 5 force model, we can get overcome to the new entry, overcome to the new product, how to be launched, and all these things will helpful for the new entrepreneurs, and also to the existing entrepreneurs. This porter model is very helpful to all entrepreneurs. Thank you.